My name is Rene and I've been sober 6 months and 2 days. The trigger point was when my mother died in May of 2017. I had tons of stress from using the relationship I was in, and I'm 50 years old. I've been doing this, going through this up and down all my life, but this time after my mother had died, I went on a long run, longer than I ever done before, for 5 months, and things got really dark, really dark, like psychologically and spiritually, more than ever encountered in my life, and it was breaking me. I didn't think God was gonna come and help me, and I had a big belief in God. So basically I kind of said, you know what, if this is how it's gonna get played, I'll forget everything, chasing the money, relationships, whatever. I'll dedicate my life for the next year so I can have the rest of my life. And I said, all right, I'm all in. And that's when I made that phone call. I came here October 23rd, but my clean date is October 24th, 2017. It was just the pain that got me here. I had to surrender. Beginnings helped me basically to have the formula. Because when I came here, I found out that basically they said, you got to get a sponsor, you got to go to meetings, and you have to work your steps. Me, I never had a sponsor in my life. Beginnings had this model where they have the full support of the staff, that they've been through the trenches. They know. They've had, there's plenty of scars. So if I talk to them, they can give me the proper feedback compared to somebody that doesn't have the experience or knowledge of somebody that's gone through the pain. I didn't know what it was going to be like, but it was better than expected. From one house, I go to the next, the transition, and then the sober living. Everything was very nice for you. They didn't cater to you. You had to, do your thing, but they made sure that you had plenty of support, gave you a great place, and gave you the tools, to move forward and be successful. There was things that I never dealt with where like codependency one was a topic one day, and I was like, you know what, I think I gotta look into that. So they had the books for that, and I'd sit down with my case manager and she'd give me a list of questions, and next thing you know, I'm going, wow, I was codependent, or people in my life were codependent. So they actually had you do written work, those things with codependency, anger, write down stuff, journal, put work in, not just talk to somebody, which is also great, but actually having you do things on journaling, processing groups, being comfortable with the problems you have because other people have that. And just also they had activities on the weekends that made you feel human. You're not locked up. I come from the East Coast where everything was very tight. Here was like, you're also living to have exercises where it keeps your endorphins going. These days, I'm getting more than I expected after finishing the program. Like I said, I just came out here to get help in my recovery and move forward. I didn't think I was gonna end up moving out here. It helped me be prepared for what I'm doing now, because if I didn't use the resources that beginnings treatment had and SCC, I wouldn't have got through it. You gotta dig in, you gotta surrender and listen to them. Be patient, and good things will come. None of this would have came to me if I wasn't prepared for it. That's what I believe. And using those tools, I'm able to deal with this now.